Vani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarini Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girimit Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Param Ananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Guruve Gaur Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, dear worshipable devotees, thank you again for your most valuable time. We are reading The Beginner's Guide to Krishna Consciousness, and we're almost halfway through, so this is good. Approximately. So we are on session 13 today. It's the third week of this book, and we are reading in particular about setting up temple at home. We discussed that, and we discussed the importance of offering some arati, some puja, etc. When to do, when not to do. There are some questions related to the mothers, women, when to do, when not to do. So we covered all that. Now we'll go into the specifics of offering arati. That's the topic for today. And if anyone has not got a chance to read this week, this is a time you can raise your hand, and so everyone can get at least one chance every week. Would someone like to read? Yes, Baldev Prabhu can read, and then Ravi Mataji can go ahead after.
Arati devotees, all goes to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, we read this portion yesterday, right? Or no? Okay, sorry. Place the offering Arati. Place the following items on a plate specifically kept for this purpose, the Arati plate. A conch for blowing, a cup filled with fresh water and holding a small spoon, Achaman cup, incense, at least 3 sticks, poncho pradip, a ghee lamp with 5 wicks, a ghee lamp with 1 wick may be used instead, a conch for offering water, and a stand to rest it on, a container of water for offering, a small piece of cloth, handkerchiefs are commonly used, varieties without printed writing on them are best, 2 or 3 should be kept only for offering at Arati. The handkerchief must be clean and neatly folded. A small plate of flowers, an oil wick or candle, and matches. A chamorro whisk, a peacock fan, items 10-11 should be permanently kept in the deity room. Before offering Arati, pay obeisances outside the deity room. Next, perform Achaman as follows. Take the spoon from the Achaman cup in your left hand and place water from the Achaman cup in your right hand and then sip it. Then say Om Keshavaya Namah and put another drop of water in your right hand. Repeat this procedure 2 times. The second time, after sipping water, say Om Narayana Namah, and the third time say Om Madhavaya Namah. You will use the Achaman cup throughout the Arati to purify your hands and all objects offered. To purify an object, simply put 3 drops of water on it. Between offering items, purify your hand each time with 3 drops of water. After performing Achaman, first purify the blowing conch, which is kept just outside the deity room. Take it in your right hand and blow 3 times. Purify it again, purify the right hand again, and enter the deity room. From inside the deity room, open the curtains, which had hitherto been closed, while ringing the bell. Upon seeing the deities, all the devotees present in the temple room should bow down and offer obeisances. Then they should stand up again and begin kirtana. Should we continue? Stop here.
We'll pause here. There's a lot of steps here. Thank you, Baldev Prabhu, for reading. So, anyone has question with these items? Let's cover that. At least what all items should be there in the Arati plate. So the nice picture is also there. Let's see. Blowing conch, right? Number 1 is the blowing conch, right? I'm highlighting also. Then Achman cup, of course, with a spoon, generally made up of. This whole thali set is available. We got some sets. Those who want can take from Subal Prabhu. We have that available. Incense. What else? Then Panch Pradipa or single Pradipa or Diya, lamp, whatever you may say. Then water for Arghya. So it is done through a conch which is closed. You see this conch is open. You see here there is an opening to blow air, but this conch does not have an opening. So generally it's closed. And there's a stand here. There is the stand to hold this. Number 5. Number 6 is the water which goes in this conch for bathing. And after the bathing, the pujari puts the water back into the small pot. Then the towel or handkerchief for drying. As mentioned here, there should be 2, 3. Like I'm sure we all have more than one towel at home, because if one is wet or one is dirty, one use the other one, right? So basically the same principle. So one is, if one we use once, we should wash it, put it for drying inside. Don't mix with your clothes or don't put in the washer. Just, it's a small piece of handkerchief you can wash in the kitchen with water or some little soap, and that's it. And then dry it maybe in some closet or something in the sun, wherever you feel best. It's a clean place, dry it, and then use the other while the one is. So have 2, 3. It in short. Simple handkerchief, cotton handkerchief is nice. Number 8, flower petals in a small plate. So flowers or flower petals, fragrant flowers are best, fresh fragrant flowers in a small plate. And then there is a candle also. Let's see, oil wick or candle, and matches. Because sometimes, like, especially like sometimes you may have seen, the matchstick takes like for 10 minutes are spent and the whole consciousness may get disturbed. But like, one may get like frustrated like 10 times. So it's not, the mood may get like, right, that somehow sometimes I've seen the lighter is not working, sometimes the matchstick is not working, or it's wet due to the achaman, it got wet, and so it's best so that if there can be another lamp or another candle or something, it might help. So that was number 9, and then chamar and whisk, peacock feather and chamar. Any questions there? At least we're not talking about the order. We're not talking about how to offer, when to offer. We're just talking about these are the elements to offer. Any questions there? Any comments
Krishna,
there?
Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, sometimes we pour the water in the small pot in another vessel, no? In a pitcher type vessel, to sprinkle on all devotees.
Yes, that's number 6. A small pot for water, container for water offering.
Yes, then we put it in a jar type, in a pitcher type vessel, just to sprinkle on devotees and everyone. No? Yeah.
Yes, in the temples you have that kind of
Yeah.
a container which has small holes. Yes.
Mhm.
That's nice, optional. I think some of you have that. But in some temples I've seen in India, they just, take in the hands and throw on the or offer on the audience present. That's also fine. Yeah.
Sometimes you have guests at home, so it's a large number. So you put the water in that, and so that everyone can
Sure.
get the sprinkles.
Sure. Yeah. In Lacho also they do that. Yes.
Because we got small ones also in shops.
Yes. Is everyone following what Mataji is saying? That the pujari, whatever the water offered is like it's like the Charanamrit basically. It's bathed Lord Krishna's feet. It is now it is put in a container, which is like a long, slender container, which has small holes. So easily it can be offered to the devotees on their head. Because sometimes, while you're like doing with the hand, few drops also fall on the ground naturally, which is not a very good idea. So, okay. Anything else? Any other thoughts? Okay. So now, before offering Arati, pay obeisance outside DT room. Okay. So first pranam. Anytime we are opening DT's room, meeting DTs, greeting DTs, etc. So pranam is very, very important. Then do Achaman. So all of us should know how to do Achaman. Now this Achaman process which we do generally is the basic Achaman. There is an elongated Achaman also, which we don't have to worry about at this point, right? So this basic Achaman is absolutely fine. So one should have the Achman Patra, which is number 2, and then take the spoon from the Achman cup in your left hand. Place water from the Achman cup in your right hand. So let's see. I'll just do the larger video. Okay. So what is saying? I don't have a spoon here, but I have a pen. So consider that as a spoon, right? So take this spoon from the Achman Patra. You have taken the spoon, put it in the palm, right? A spoonful. So it's in your palm. This is called Brahma Tirtha. So take from here, Brahma Tirtha. This is first we have to chant the mantras. We have to chant the mantra before, right? Not while drinking the water or while sipping the water. Om Keshavaya Nama, and then sip it. Hmm? Hmm. Om Keshavaya Nama, Om Narayanaya Nama, Om Madhavaya Nama. Okay? These 3 mantras. These are also the mantras which we do. Keshava, Narayana, Madhava. Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda. Right? You can always have K, N, M, G. Keshava Nama, Narayana Nama, Madhava Nama, Govinda Nama.
Prabhu, Prabhuji, so 3 means I usually do Keshavaya Namo, Narayana Namo, and Govinda Namo in the Konti. But 3, so Madhavaya Namo or Govinda Namo. You said 3, so I do 3. Keshavaya Namo, Narayana Namo, and Govinda Namo. So should the Madhavaya Namo too?
Then this we are reading as is from the book. Let me see what the other Vaishnava etiquette manual says.
Prabhuji, is Madhavaya Namo, first three of our Tilak mantra.
Then for washing the hands is Govindaya Namaha.
Yes, for after like the final cleansing, the Govindaya Namah chant. So Keshwaya, Narayana, Madhavaya, right? As mentioned here, and that's also mentioned in the Vaishnava etiquette manual also. Is it okay, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. So total 4 when during Achman.
So the final time, let me quickly open that. I'll open it for you. Let me share on my screen. Here, they have not mentioned the Govindaya Nama. Let's see. Offering. Search feature here. Offering Arati 78. These are the ingredients. Achman, okay. Achman is performed oneself to purify oneself before commencing worship. The water of the Achman pan. For this purpose, one should place the 3 spoonfuls of water from Panchapatra in the palm. In the hand, after saying Keshava, someone should sip a little. Okay, so we are placing in the palm. We are placing in the palm and then saying Keshavaya Namah, right? And then rinse the hand, right? Then rinse the hand because you have touched the mouth, right? So it's dirty. Then rinse it. Then the process should be repeated twice as before, substituting the mantra. So instead of the Keshavaya Namah, we are chanting Narayana and Madhavaya Namah. Okay. Finally, one should place 3 drops in the palm as earlier and throw the water away to the side, chanting the mantra Om Govindaya Namah. Okay, that's the basic Achman process. Is it okay now? So,
Yes, Prabhuji.
put the water. Om Keshavaya Namah. Put water. Throw. Take water. Om Narayana Namah. Sip. Water. Throw. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Sip. Water. Throw. Then Om Govindaya Namah. And then finally clean both the hands. So 3 times we are sipping. With the 3 mantras and the Govindaya mantra, we're finally cleansing. That's basic Achman. Any questions? You can also invoke the holy rivers to come in the Panchapatra. O Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Gange cha Yamune cha eva Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalesmin, Sannidhim Kuru. All these holy rivers, may you be present. One can remember the mantra, great. If not, just mentally pray, O holy rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, etc. Please come and reside in this water. So we're good with the Achman, we're good with the list of items. And then whatever object we are offering, we first put a few drops of water on that to cleanse. So we have cleansed we have already cleansed the body by bathing, by putting tilak, by putting kantimala, putting fresh cloth, etc. The body is cleansed, right? Now, even if we enter the temple room, still we have to do Achman again, right? So the Achman is done. Now, every ingredient we take, we offer it. So let's say the first Actually, it will come a little later. But yeah, we have to offer every ingredient. And in between also. So for example, let's say I'm offering incense. So I offered incense and the bell is in my left hand and ringing, 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 incense offer. Okay, I put the incense back wherever it's supposed to go. Now I'll cleanse my hand quickly. I'll cleanse the next article, which is the lamp, and then offer. Between offering items, purify your hand each time with 3 drops of water. That's the line on page 53, first paragraph, last line. Is it getting too complicated or everyone kind of on the same page? No, by the way, this whole Arati process, now some devotees do it at their home every day. Some do it a weekly basis, and on the other days, some do like lamp, incense, and flowers, which is also fine. So whatever standard one wishes, but at least once a week one can have this, especially those who are kind of, like been in the Krishna conscious movement for a few years. So at least once a week you can do the whole Arati, and other days at least do some incense, lamp, some flowers, minimum. So we do pranam, we do achman. Okay, we discussed that. After performing achman, blow the conch. So that basically the darshan is opening. Now this is more for temple. How many of you know how to blow conch? Everyone knows? Raise your hand if you know how to blow the conch. How many of you know how to blow the conch? Everyone knows? Okay, how many of you want to learn how to blow the conch? Okay. How many of you have the conch, the blowing conch at home?
I do.
Okay. If you have to, like, the simple rule is if you have to learn anything, first step, you have to get that thing, right? Then it's not hard process. Whatever I have learned from my teachers, I'm happy to share. I shared it with my wife. She didn't know before, but now she's able to blow well. It really helps in, doing good like breath work too. It helps with health, it helps with environment, the vibrations, and of course, it is very, very pleasing to the Lord. So, if many devotees need in Tampa, see, conch is something which is quite hard to even ship, from India. Therefore, when we got these Arati plates, I personally brought the conches from my house, from like with my luggage. And it's a very delicate item also, so it has to handle with a lot of. So, but I'm sure it's not impossible to get. You can get it. I think Vanilla's Mataji's Prabhu is in India. Maybe we can ask him. He can get conches, right? And then sorry.
He'll get it, Prabhuji.
Yeah, we have to coordinate maybe a little bit how many people want and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I want to learn how to blow the conch. I have got the conch, Prabhuji.
You have the conch you want.
I've got the blowing conch, which I got it from Namahatta in Vrindavan,
Sure.
Mayapur.
Okay, my wife is bringing. I'll show once how to blow the conch. For those who have, try to bring their conch. I'll give a quick demo now, and I'm happy to share later also whenever you are ready. Those who can procure from places, try to procure yourself. Those who need help, maybe one of you take the lead and coordinate and try to see how many people want. And then I think Varun Prabhu is in India. We can coordinate and get from India. From India, I can arrange shipping from Vrindavan to any place in India. Then he can get, lives in Tampa. So the blowing conch is in good size, right? You see, it's a good size. It's very important if you take a good conch, right? Good conch, how will you identify? You will not be able to identify because, it's like, what's a good musical instrument? If one is not trained in music, one cannot identify. So take someone who knows, right? So, and try to blow it there. If you're able to blow easily, good conches are easy to blow. Difficult ones are hard to blow. All right. And size also matters. Small conches, hard to blow. Bigger conches, easy to blow. Okay. Of course, first we touch. It's very sacred item. We cleanse and everything. Here I am doing educational purposes demo, so I'm skipping some rules. I'll just put on a larger view. Okay, you all can see. You see this opening? I'll show the side view. This is my style, but it's easy, and someone taught me this, and it works for me. It works for Manjulali, and that's how we try to do. And it works. It's easy. And it will come with practice. Nothing comes on day one, right? Whether any skill, making roti, instrument, or blowing conch, everything comes with practice. Okay, so first we do like this, like lips inside. Okay, I'm showing that. Like the lips are like inside. And then from the lips are kind of squeezed by the inside, and then the tongue comes outside a little bit, it touches it. So the two lips are squeezed and the tongue comes. We have to kind of seal this, right? Because the air, this hole we have to seal, because if the air will go out, it will not be good. So you have to seal it. So the two lips are touching like this. And then the tongue comes and touches it slightly. Okay. So the lips are first squeezed inside, tongue comes, touches, and then you start blowing. I don't know, sometime in the Zoom it's not, was it audible? Then it makes sense. I don't know, it's hard to teach on Zoom, but
I got it, Prabhuji. You told me so properly. I got it.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I got it.
wow. Show Mataji how you're blowing. Turn on the video. Let's see. Wow, I'm impressed. You want to turn?
I'll try once again. That time I got it.
If you feel comfortable, you can turn on the video. Was the process at least clear theoretically?
Yeah.
So first squeeze the lips. The tongue comes from the middle, seal the gap, touches it slightly. When you feel the slight touch, then blow the air.
I got it.
And
Thank
now
you, Prabhuji.
it's all
Yeah.
about breath. The more you do, the more the breath will go, the more practice. And then if you want to take it even longer, then don't force too much air. And this will take more practice. Don't force too much air in one go if you want to take it longer. Now in Vrindavan, when they do Arati, their conches start at same time and stop at same time. It looks very beautiful too, right? And it's divine sound. Hmm. So, Mataji got it. That's amazing. So,
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
yes.
It is said that we have to keep our lips tight so that the air doesn't go anywhere, so that we target only the hole. Then the sound comes nicely.
Hmm.
If the air is targeted only at the hole, then the sound comes longer and nicely.
Correct. You are asking or just commenting from your experience?
From my experience, and this is what I've learned also. So we keep our lips tight and we just target the hole and the sound becomes nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. So, like this, height,
Yeah.
and tongue comes out slightly,
No, I don't use the tongue at all. They
and
say
then
no.
slight
No
touch.
tongue.
And as I said, there is not one way of doing things, but it works for me, my wife, and Surya Mataji also. So there's no one way of doing things, but this it works well for me at least. So I'm not saying it's the only way of doing things, but yeah. But it's good. It's good. Even kids, they'll like it. Teach them, they'll like it because everyone likes to do things, um, something, different. It's fun and it's beautiful, right? Okay.
Very pleasing also, Prabhuji.
Huh?
It's pleasing and it is so
It's
nice when we
pleasing. It's
blow
pleasing.
the
It's
early morning
devotion.
calls.
It's
Thank you.
all
Thank you.
materially, spiritually, environmentally, and most important, bhakti. It's very, very nice. Okay, so we have blown the conch, and then, of course, we have to wash it because again, we have to wash the hands, wash the conch. From inside the DT room, open the curtains, which had hither to been closed. While ringing the bell. So this is, you may have seen in the Pujari room. So the curtains open from inside, right? More applies in temple. So upon seeing the deities, all the devotees present in the temple room should bow down and offer obeisance. As soon as the curtain open, you say, "Oh, Radha Shyam Sundar ki, Jai Shri Shri Gauranitai ki, Jai Shri Shri Krishna Balram ki, Jai," and bow down. Offer pranams again. Whenever we see deities, you should offer pranams. Place the Arati plate on a small table, which is kept in the DT room for that purpose. Now purify the incense. So now we'll talk about the order. We have time? Oh, yes, we have time. Okay, let's read from here. Any questions so far? So now we are going to offer. We have arranged the articles. We have purified our hands through the archman. We have blown the conch. Now we're going to talk about the steps, what to offer and in which order. Yes, Surma Mataji, please read from here.
From where, Prabhuji?
Yeah,
Place
please.
the Arati plate on a small table which is kept in the deity room for that purpose. Now purify the incense with 3 drops of water at the base and light it. It's best to have an open oil lamp. Next best is candle. You should light either one with matches immediately upon entering the deity room, or you can keep an oil lamp permanently burning. In the rare case that neither a lamp nor candle is available, use matches to directly light the incense. Purify both hands and the bell. Pick up the incense in the right hand and the bell in the left and start offering. Arati, ringing the bell above the waist all the time while offering each item. Pancharatra Pradipa. The Iskcon deity worship book recommends worshipping in the following manner. First, briefly show each item, beginning with the incense to your guru, then to his guru, then to his guru, and so on. In this way, showing each item to all the Parampara gurus, whose pictures are on the altar. The idea is that you cannot offer anything directly to Krishna. So, first bring it to your guru, who brings it to his guru, who brings it to his guru, and so on. After thus taking permission from all your gurus, bring the item to Krishna and worship him by moving the item in clockwise circles, first offering to the feet, gradually rising up to the head, and then moving the item all around the body. Then worship Radha, then Lord Chaitanya, then Lord Nityananda, and finally the Parampara Gurus, starting from the most senior and finishing with your own Guru. The idea is that we worship Radha with that which has been offered to Krishna. We worship Lord Chaitanya with that which has been offered to Radha, and so on. Some systems of worship enjoin offering each item with a fixed number of circles. That is also good. But dedicating one service to the Lord is more important than counting circles. Also, offer Arati paraphernalia in the following order: 1 incense, 2 ghee lamp, 3 water in a conch. This is a different conch from the one blown at the beginning of the Arati. Then, 4 a handkerchief or cloth, 5 flowers, 6 chamara, 7 peacock fan during the hot months. When offering water in the conch, after offering water to each worshipable personality, pour out 3 drops into a container kept for this purpose. After offering water to all the worshipable personalities, pour the balance left in the conch into the personalities, into the container. Sorry. After offering the flowers, place 1 or more at the lotus feet of all the personalities you worshipped. So, offering the chamar and fan, simply wave them a few times in the direction of each worshipable personality. In winter, when a cooling effect is undesirable, do not offer the fan. Remember to purify each item before offering and to re-purify your hand after offering each item. You should complete the Arati in about 20 minutes, signaling its end by again blowing the conch 3 times. After purifying the conch with 3 drops of water, take the container with the water that was offered during Arati and from the front of the deity room sprinkle that water from your right hand over the heads of the assembled devotees. Next, take some of the just offered flowers from the altar and distribute them to the assembled devotees. Then remove the Arati paraphernalia for cleaning. The devotees in the temple room should end the Kirtana and recite the Jayadhvani, see songs. While performing Arati, concentrate on what you are doing, worshipping the Supreme Lord. Your attitude should be one of great awe and reverence. Arati is sometimes offered with only incense, flowers, and chamar. This is also called Dhup Arati. But all the items mentioned above should be offered at Mangal Arati or Sandhya Arati. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sarva Mataji, for reading this. There's a lot in here. So where were we? We've entered the temple, done the Achman, blown the conch, darshan is open, everyone bows down, offers pranam, and the prayer mantras. That's another step in the Vaishnava etiquette, how to take darshan. That's we're not covering, maybe it will come later. But here we are talking about, so all the prayers we have to recite or should recite for taking darshan. That's another topic we'll cover another time, but now this is more about offering Arati. So the order is important. The order. And every item, whichever, let's say starting with incense. So what we are doing, first purifying it with putting a little water from the Achman Patra, and then we light it. As I mentioned, if matchsticks, so generally it's better if there is some already lamp lit, which is non-offered, right? Non-offered lamp, a separate lamp. Then we can use it to light. So you can't use an offered thing to offer a fresh thing, right? We should be careful. Even while in Kartik month, Damodar month, like if someone has already offered, don't use their lamp to light your lamp. Same principle here. If someone is not offered, you can, and if you are, someone asks, you can just politely say that I have already offered, maybe I can give you a lighter. They may not know. They may think, oh, it's fire, I can use it, but it's subtle. It's like that is already used. It's not fresh now, right? So these are subtle things. So use a non-offered fire, right? Like a non-offered lamp. So that we can use to light the incense or directly the matchstick, which is not offered. So, okay. And then purify the hands, the bell. The bell will always be in the left hand. With practice, sometimes, what initially I remember when I was doing first time, so the incense is moving and the bell also used to move, right? But with practice, just try to like tuck it near your waist, left waist, and just like make sure the wrist is moving, not the hands. Just ting, 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 ting. It's wrist only. Hands, just place it near your left belly and just like 90-degree angle, and it will stay there. I'll share a secret story to remember the order, if that's okay. Anyone wants to hear a special story to remember the order of items? The story was shared by His Grace Amarinder Prabhu when he came to Tampa, and then we were driving him. I was driving him. Yeah, I brought him from Tampa to Punta Gorda, and he was supposed to go to Miami further. So for about an hour, he came to our tiny place, and then me and my wife were sitting, and Manmohan Prabhu, we were waiting for him. And in that time, Prabhu shared this story, seeing the chamar, and so we remember it very well, hearing. And he quoted Brajavasi, whom he heard from, to remember and develop the mood of service and remember the order also. So let's begin this beautiful story. Krishna is resting, and his friends it's daytime, they are ready, and they, like if friends have to meet in Kali Yuga, what do? They use their mobile phone. Oh, Haribol, Prabhu, can we meet today at here? We will play volleyball, we'll play this, whatever, right? And then, so the first step is the conch. The conch is the transcendental connection. The conch is the communication. The first conch, where the arth signifies the arati is about to begin, right? And the first conch is the conch of Krishna's friends. They're dialing, "Oh, Krishna, get up. It's time. Get up. It's time. Let's go to play." And then Krishna hears that. Then Mata Yashoda comes. In the Krishna book also it's mentioned from the yak tail, and the to Arati is also called the drishti. So she would remove the evil omens. That's one of the other purposes of why we offer all these ingredients. right? If someone wants to know in great detail, there is reason behind why we offer incense, why we offer water, etc. But there are multiple meaning, but one meaning here is she's using that incense, she's using different articles, and the devotee, the worshipper, is using the incense to take out all the evil omens. Now one may say, well, Krishna is Abhigyaswarat, what bad can happen to him? Yes, that is correct, but devotees worship him. Oh, he's my Krishna, he's my Gaurnita, he's mine, I am his, so I need to protect them. I need to care for them. I need to make bhoga for them. They're hungry. I need to get nice dress for them. I need to get flute for them. I need to get nice flowers for them. They're mine. So they're mine. No evil omen should touch them. So the incense represents the taking out the drishti, nazar utar rahi hai. Okay. Now Mata Yashoda has taken out the evil omens. So now she is going to put the fire. Now 5 fires represent 5 different things. Panch Pradeepa. One fire, she is putting the water for heating, because in Vrindavan, it gets a little cold, especially in the cold season. And so she's making water warm. So when Krishna baby bathes, it's pleasing. One fire is for cooking, for heating milk, for making delicacies for Krishna. One fire is for the fire of different rasas, right? To exchange different mellows. As we have discussed in the Bhagavatam multiple times, the fire of separation of the gopis, love, the fire of the separation of love of Mother Yashoda, right? The fire of rasas. One fire is the fire of the she is praying, Krishna, you go to, oh fire, God, in Vrindavan, in forest, there are a lot of fires, and so please save my child. He goes alone deep in the forest. Please let no evil, no bad thing happen to him. So like that, there are different fires, and then she's praying. So the fire is the lamp. The devotee is offering the lamp. Then the water is ready. The fire has like heated the water. Now the next article is offering water. So we offer water in the small conch. The conch is different from the blowing conch. So that's the third item, or you can say fourth after, if you count conch as number 1. But if you don't count conch, then this number, the third item, that's the water, or also called argya. That basically is for bathing the lotus. We are bathing the Lord. We are so fortunate. We are getting chance to bathe the Lord. The service with Mata Yashoda used to do. That's how a devotee should feel. So starting from his lotus feet and gradually going up to the body and then to the face and then the entire body. As mentioned here, there are some number of circles, 4, 2, 3, 7, etc. But again, one should not get caught up in the circles. If one does one extra or one less, it will not be the end of the world. Krishna will not be very strict. But what is mentioned here? Dedicating one's service to the Lord is more important than counting the circles. Very, very clearly written on page 54, the last line of the paragraph. It's not like a big offense. Oh, you were supposed to do 7. How dare you did 8? No. It's not like that. It's the bhava. But one should balance. It should not be like 1 hour has passed and one is doing circles only. So, it should not be too quick either. Fatafat khatam ho, like, it's not the mood either. It's done with gratitude, with love, with sanctity, with sensitivity, etc. So Krishna's, we are bathing Krishna. Some devotees may do it a little quicker, some may take more time. That's totally fine. It's not a race, it's not a competition. It should be balanced. We'll come to the timing a little later. But here we're talking about an article is water to bathe the lotus limbs of the Lord. Now the Lord has taken bath, correct? Now what comes after bathing? Towel, right? Handkerchief. So that's the next item. Now we are drying the lotus, starting with the Guru Parampara, of course, taking permission, but drying the different limbs of the Lord by showing the handkerchief. And the mood is we are drying the lotus features, lotus hands, lotus feet, lotus face, lotus chest, everything is lotus. So that's the next article, the handkerchief. And all the while the bell is ringing. The bell does not stop during, right? So bell is very, very special. Now, now Mother Yashoda has dried Krishna's lotus body. Now what she puts different dresses. So for those who do like full bathing of the deities, now we know that the dress is the part which goes after. So in this puja, it does not come, but in the temple, in the puja, it comes. Shodashopchar puja, the vastra also comes. The vastra, the naivedya also come, right? But mentally, one can just think of that Krishna is worn dress also. Now, what comes after dress? As we read yesterday, Krishna is one mali, makeup. Mata Yashoda will do his makeup. And what kind of makeup will she do? Putting some cosmic products from, I don't know the companies, but whatever companies found. No, Krishna is Vanamali. So Mother Yashoda decorates Krishna with different flowers, right? The flowers, the flower colors, the natural colors, putting dots, putting flowers on his different, sometimes the ear. Some devotees you may have seen putting the Maha flowers in the ear. So decorating with flowers. So the flowers are the next ingredient. Krishna has worn cloth. Krishna has been decorated by Mother Yashoda. He's almost ready, right? He's almost ready. The flowers are there. Now comes what? Now Krishna is, Prabhupada once said, when deities are very nicely dressed and decorated, the bumblebees come. The bumblebees come attracted by the fragrance, attracted by the beauty of the Lord, right? So, but Mother Yashoda being, the mother of the Lord, how can she allow the bees come? So now she uses the whisk, right? Shoo away the bees. You go. Don't bother my face, my child's face, right? So she's using the whisk or the air element, right, to shoo away. Don't come, because out of her love. So the chamara or the whisk is used. Now Krishna is ready, but the final and the very important element is the peacock feather. So the peacock feather goes on his head, and the last element is the morpunk or the peacock fan. But as mentioned here, in the winter season,
Prabhuji, it is used only in summer, the peacock fan.
The peacock fan is
Yeah,
used in the
only for
hot
summer.
months, correct?
Yeah.
So in the winter, it is not used because, again, it's the air element, so it's already cold. So one should not use in the winter time the peacock fan. So that's the last element. Now Krishna is fully ready. He is ready. The mother has cooked. The mother has bathed. The mother has dressed him. Is everything looking beautiful out of the love of the devotee? And now Mother Yashoda has given him nice cooked bhoga also, prasadam, to take and go to the forest. Now Krishna gives the signal. He calls his friends. Oh, I'm ready. But he doesn't. Krishna uses his conch. Now the end conch represents the Krishna's conch. The beginning conch represents Krishna's friend's conch. So now that represents the end of the Arati. And then the Premadhvani is done. Does that help to remember the order?
Prabhuji, may I add? Hare Krishna. Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji, to remember the rounds that we have to do, the number that we retain is 4237. 4 at the feet, 2 at the hip, 3 at the head, and the whole 7. So 4237. Nice to remember them in this way.
Yeah. You're referring for the lamb or for what?
Yeah. For everything, Prabhuji. 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 7.
That's for the lamb. but for other items, it's different as per the Vrindavan guide for deity worship manual. But yeah, I think those who want to know, we can share. But since it's a mixed audience, we don't want to overcomplicate. But as mentioned here, dedicating one's service to the Lord. But there's a white book called deity worship manual. One can refer there. It's easily written, the number of circles, etc. But yeah, for the lamp, it's 4237. As we do in the Damodar month also, we 4 feet, 2 waist, 3 face, and then the 7 the whole body. Very, very important. We go in the ascending order from Guru, Diksha Guru, if applicable, or Srila Prabhupada. Then taking permission from the Guru Parampara. Yesterday, we have placed the deities' pictures, right? Remember setting up the altar, Shad Goswami and all. So taking their permission, right? Showing the item, whether it's the lamp, it's the incense, the water, every item. You can't go directly to Krishna. It's the Guru who brings us to Krishna. So you have to take permission and show them. So then we offer to Krishna in clockwise circles, right? And from feet to head, and then the whole body, and then come down in the descending order. So go in the ascending order and then come down, show back. Now the mood is, first you have taken permission, now it's offered, now we are showing the remnants. The worship of Radha, then Chaitanya, first Krishna, then Radharani, then Chaitanya, then Nityananda, finally the Param Gurus, from the most senior and finishing to your own Guru. The idea is that we should worship Radha with that which has been offered to Krishna. Okay. So, and then Lord Chaitanya, etc. And then finally, let's say it's lamp, right? So we show in the go in the ascending, come back in the descending, the same way, offer to Prabhupada, Guru, and then the other Vaishnavas. So one devotee can pick, and there are a lot of devotees in the audience. One devotee can show to the audience in the descending order. But if there are lots, sometimes see what's practical, right? Then cleanse hand again, cleanse the article, take the next article. Is it clear or too complex? The offered water, pour on the devotees assemble, offered flowers, offer few to the worshipable personalities, and then let the Vaishnavas also get the remnants. Same with the dhoop. Arati is sometimes offered with only incense, flowers, and chamar. That's also fine. 3 articles are fine. Just don't offer just incense alone. It's not encouraged to just offer incense alone. So include incense, flowers, and chamara. That's nice. That pretty much covers offering Arati. Any thoughts, questions, comments? Is it too complex?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The incense flowers is offered after offering food. This is what I do at the temple.
Incense flowers?
Incense flowers, yeah, and chamra after offering food.
I'm not getting it.
After offering food to Krishna, we use only these 3 items.
After offering to Krishna.
Food.
Food to Krishna.
Yeah.
Bhoga, okay.
Bhoga, sorry. Only the 3 items. Otherwise, it's going to take too much time. So we offer only these 3 items.
That's a dhoop arti, the small arti. Yeah. But as I mentioned, like devotees at home, so since we're talking more of at home,
yes,
some may not be able to do the full arti every day. So see, at least offer these 3 articles at home, and then weekend you can do full arti or something like that. If one can do full arti at home every day, that's great. But see, for your circumstances and right.
Even for the flowers, Prabhuji recommended 3 or 5, no?
3 or 5,
Yeah,
yes.
this, then one you
Okay.
can put on the altar, the second you can distribute to people, like that. And the one you can give to gift, as gift to people.
Very nice. You go to altar, Mataji, there in your country?
Yes, Prabhuji, I do Mangalarti.
Oh, wow.
Temple, even at home. Now,
Wow.
actually, I'm not going, so I do at home.
That's amazing, actually. You should be telling. I'm just speaking theoretically.
Yeah.
You are
Prabhuji.
actually our teacher. You are a pujari of the temple. I'm just like, head knowledge, a little bit whatever in the head, but you have realized knowledge and practical
Oh, I
applying
don't
it.
mean the big temple. I don't have a Gauritai temple. No,
Yeah,
not the big temple
that's
of the
also
Krishna.
very nice.
Mhm.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful services.
I run in Namhat also, no Prabhuji. So I have to teach sometimes.
Okay, so I know my friends, this was a lot to digest, so I suggest you reread this section. And if you have any questions, any doubts, feel free to ask. The goal is wherever we currently are, we take the next step, right? Wherever we currently are. Even if we take one baby step extra, that's success. So don't worry, just take one extra step in your current, in our current stages. If you're not offering anything currently, just you can take, okay, I'll offer incense and flowers. That's a great step in the right direction, right? It doesn't take a lot to do that, offering some incense, some flowers. I think all of us are, Krishna has blessed us to do that. So, yeah. So please reread. We will take some thoughts or reflections tomorrow and talk about the puja element of this. Okay. Thank you again.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Jagat Guru Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhya cha, Patitānaṁ Pavanebhyo. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Jai Śrīla
Thank you,
Prabhupada.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Abhilash Prabhu
Hare
ki
Krishna,
jai.
Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Dandavat
Prabhuji.
pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, in your class, you are making perfect devotees, no? You're trying everything. Puja, classes, everything. You're making your students perfect students. Yeah. For your classes, everything.
Prabhupada is perfect and he is trying to shape us. Whatever, I am trying to learn myself and sharing. So thank you for your
Yes,
blessings,
they will
Mataji.
become
Thank you
perfect
for your
students.
teaching.
Because we didn't learn all this when we were young, no? So you are training to everyone, Prabhuji. It's so
I
nice.
am no one
Thank
to
you.
train, but it's really fun.
It's very nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Anjani Mataji, for joining. Thank you, everyone. Hari Bol.